on bilateral netting of qualified financial contractors. This is absolutely critical for financial stability in this country. So very many members have spoken on what exactly that this bill is bringing in. I'd like to repeat some of the fundamental points related to this bill. This bill actually brings in a firm legal basis for bilateral netting between two counterparties. Why only bilateral? Why not multilateral? And what exactly does this entail in the name of bilateral? I'd like to just elaborate on that for a minute, sir. Multilateral netting is already taken care of. Multilateral financial contracts, you have a clearing corporation of India, for example, acts as a mediator, and therefore it's a multilateral contract regulator, manager, and so on. The Clearing Corporation of India acts as a buyer to a seller and as a seller to a buyer, thereby minimizing counterparty default risks. And netting as opposed to grossing in the case of multilateral contracts is already available through the Payments and Settlement Systems Act of 2007, which is, and under also the SEBI regulations. So the SEBI regulations take care of regulating them. The Payments and Settlement Systems Act 2007 is already in place. So in a way, multilateral financial contracts have a system and a legal framework available. It is just the bilateral ones which do not have any legal firm basis. Just let us see what is the volume of bilateral financial contracts in this country, sir. An estimation which was done by the Clearing Corporation of India places the value of bilateral derivative contracts, which is non-centrally cleared. Those which are non-centrally cleared, bilateral derivative contracts are reported to be, and this is an estimate, are reported to be about 56 lakhs 33,257 crores as of 2018 March. That's the volume of bilateral derivative contracts, and this is an estimate done by the Clearing Corporation of India. Clearing Corporation of India, which deals with the multilateral financial contracts, but only the bilateral ones is estimated to be 56 lakhs 33,257 crores as of March 18. It is also estimated that about 40% of the total derivative transactions in India are non-centrally cleared, and the rest 60% is centrally cleared or multilateral derivatives contracts. In other words, the share of multilateral derivative contracts in total financial contracts is about 60%, and bilateral ones are 40% of the total financial contracts. So here, whilst recognizing the chunk of bilateral contracts and therefore the importance for the need for necessity for a frame legal basis is established, but I would want to underline the historical importance of this one in the sense this is an exercise which all of us are engaging in in getting a legal basis for bilateral netting because of the lessons learned from the global financial crisis of 2008. The